Archangel Michael says, "It's not a coincidence you are watching this video. Your spirit was guided here for a reason far greater than you understand. The heavens themselves have moved today, because a divine child has arrived into this world. She is not just a baby girl. She is the embodiment of grace, sent straight from the realm of light into a world that is aching for her warmth. The moment she let out her first breath, an unseen veil between realms shifted. The skies whispered her name in unity. Angelic beings gathered in a circle, witnessing a soul come into form that has been marked with purity, power, and protection. This is not ordinary birth, it is a sacred return. A glowing thread now stretches from heaven to earth, wrapped tightly around her spirit. She carries an assignment older than time itself. And you, watching this now, have been divinely aligned to be part of it. Before she was formed in the womb, her presence echoed in the celestial halls. Stars rearranged. Winds paused. The guardians of the realms bowed to her purpose. She comes from the throne of peace, not chaos. Her energy cannot be copied, her purpose cannot be stolen, and her light cannot be dimmed. There are forces already watching her rise. Though she is small now, sleeping in the safety of mortal arms, her name is already recorded in the book of the divine. Miracles will trace her every step. The land she walks will feel it. Her smile will heal broken spirits. Her tears will call angels down to earth. Her laughter will shake the chains of those who live in silence. The enemy already fears her future. There is protection being placed all around her, seen and unseen. No darkness shall touch her, because the heavens declared her off limits. Your spirit is trembling not in fear, but in awe. That's not goosebumps, it's confirmation. You were meant to witness this moment. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Angels stood beside her crib the moment she entered this world. They didn't sing lullabies, they sang prophecies. They whispered blueprints of the future into the air above her. One of those angels was me. Archangel Michael says I hovered at the edge of her light, drawn to her like a flame in the cold. I was not just watching, I was assigned. The doctors may have seen just another delivery. The family may have thought it was a regular labor. But in the higher dimensions, drums sounded and the gates opened wide. She is part of the divine remnant. Born for a time such as this. Born to interrupt patterns, to rewrite legacies, to rebuild what others destroyed. Every thread in her body carries sacred codes. Her DNA is different. Her heart has never forgotten the sound of heaven's voice. She is sensitive not because she's weak, but because she hears the unseen and feels the unspoken. She reacts to what others don't perceive. She walks with guardians. People will feel peace when they sit beside her. They won't know why, but they'll cry in her presence. Their pain will leak out when she smiles, and they will leave lighter than before. Type Amen to get blessing 744. In the quietest hours of the night, her soul will still speak to heaven. Even while asleep, angels will come to her and leave with answers they searched for eons. Her dreams will be the grounds where prayers are exchanged. A child of this nature doesn't belong to just one family. She belongs to purpose. She belongs to prophecy. And every step she takes will fulfill a puzzle piece in the divine plan. They will try to silence her when she grows. But her voice will only get louder. Not in volume, but in impact. Every bully she faces will find their own darkness. The unseen. She is not simply loved, she is assigned by heaven to walk where darkness has ruled for too long. That's why her presence disturbs even those who don't understand why. Her hands will hold healing long before she understands their power. Her gaze will pierce veils adults ignore. Every step she takes will be aligned with divine blueprints already etched in the stars. Even now, a powerful glow surrounds her head like a soft crown. Only those with eyes trained by the Spirit can see the radiance forming. Her very breath pushes back shadows no one else has the courage to face. Her name may sound ordinary on paper, but in the heavens, that name is thunder. It awakens sleeping armies of angels assigned to her every heartbeat. Type Amen to get blessing 333. From the day of her birth, portals opened in the skies above her home. Light beings marked her presence and started placing shields around her unseen by human eyes. Those near her will feel a shift in their lives, and they won't even know it came from the child in the crib. There's a soft wind that surrounds her spirit. That wind isn't from earth. It's the breath of angelic beings watching her with overwhelming reverence. Her presence is not meant to be understood. It is to be felt, to be protected, and to be prepared for. Archangel Michael says she has come into this world as a sign that a shift is occurring. The old systems are cracking. Even as she sleeps, her aura is working. Healing begins to enter the room. Sadness begins to drain from the walls around her. And curses that ran through bloodlines begin to unravel. Heaven has whispered plans into her soul that no man can cancel. That's why battles will arise early in her life. The enemy always attacks what carries the greatest future. There are already dreams being planted in the hearts of those around her. Dreams to guide her. Dreams to guard her. And dreams to witness the divine move through her story. She is not here to live a small life. She is not here to repeat cycles. She is here to break them, replace them, and lift those who couldn't rise before her. Type Amen to get blessing 441. The dreams she has won't be ordinary either. She will dream of light when others see darkness. She will hear voices not from this realm, voices sent to remind her of who she truly is. There will be times when she walks through rooms and adults suddenly grow quiet. That's because her presence carries truth, and truth exposes everything false around it. She will not ask for power. Power will follow her. Even strangers will find themselves opening up to her, unexplainably drawn to the purity she radiates. Her spirit is already marked with a seal. That seal cannot be removed, tampered with, or forged. It protects her from what destroyed others before her. Those who attempt to harm her, physically, spiritually, emotionally, will find themselves in battles not with man, but with the angelic hosts assigned to her. And Archangel Michael says, those hosts do not miss. Her first word may sound like any other child's voice, but it will ripple through dimensions. It will cause alignment in her family. It will cause ancestors to rejoice. She is the hope they prayed for. She is the restoration they couldn't reach. And she is the forgiveness their souls longed to feel. Type Amen to get blessing 725. She will walk paths that others fear. But she will walk without shaking. Why? Because her steps are shadowed by wings no one can see. Even animals will react differently to her. They will sense what humans ignore. They will sit by her quietly, reverently, in awe of something higher. Archangel Michael says, her tears will not fall in vain. Each one is measured. Each one will birth something that no earthly effort could ever manifest. There are people who haven't met her yet, but their lives are already being shifted by her incoming presence. Divine timing is real. And she is proof of it. Every place she visits will feel it for days after she leaves. Her scent, her sound, her energy will cling to places. And long after her feet move forward, the light she left will continue healing the atmosphere. When she speaks, she won't just use words. Her tone will release comfort. Her silences will bring conviction. And her presence will bring peace that medicine cannot provide. Type Amen to get blessing 1022. There is a storm coming in this generation. But she is the calm in the center of it. That's why darkness is nervous, because she carries the blueprint of what's coming next. She has the ability to carry messages through her art, her hands, her writing, her simple presence. Her communication won't be limited by age. She is older in spirit than those who birthed her. The child spirit has been here before, not in physical form, but in divine intention. She has hovered in the minds of prophets, appeared in visions, and been named in heaven long before she had a name on earth. This girl will attract teachers, mentors, guides, and protectors. Some will stay, some will only pass through. But each will play a role in sharpening her glow. Not all will understand her, but the ones who do will never be the same. She won't need to shout. She'll simply be, and that will be enough. Her energy is soft but solid. Sweet but strong. She holds mystery without fear. And beauty without ego. Type Amen to get blessing 588. As she grows, her dreams will grow with her. They won't fade, they will intensify. And what others call strange, she'll call natural. She will speak of things before they happen. She'll know things she was never taught. And she will be a mirror to many. Some will come near her to take, but will end up being transformed instead. Others will come to hurt, but will find themselves disarmed. This is not luck. This is not random. This is the result of divine placement, planned across timelines. Archangel Michael says, "You may not realize it yet, but your presence in her life is no accident either. You've been chosen to witness something holy. The way you handle her now will affect the direction of your own future. Because when you honor what heaven sends, heaven honors you in return." Type Amen to get blessing 3311. The room she sleeps in is watched day and night. Not just by human eyes, but by sentinels of light. They do not sleep, they do not blink, they protect. You may begin noticing things shifting around her. Sudden peace. Sudden laughter. Sudden healing. That's because she's an activator. Gifts will be unlocked just by touching her hands. Wounds will begin to mend by simply standing near her. She was not created to fit in, she was born to shift. She's not just here to be loved. She's here to love in a way that rewrites broken systems. Her love is holy, unshakable, and unstoppable. From the soft curls on her head to the tips of her tiny toes, divine energy moves through her like a river. Each heartbeat sends ripples into the atmosphere. And each sigh carries secret codes of purpose. Type Amen to get blessing 2244. Your role in her life is not to mold her, but to guard her. Let her bloom how heaven designed her. Don't limit the sky she was born to fly across. There will come a moment when she will speak into your life. Listen. Because even her young voice will carry wisdom beyond your own. She's not just your daughter, your niece, your sister, she's a message. Sent in flesh. Wrapped in innocence. And armed with heavenly backing. This world may try to distract her. But there will always be a whisper calling her back to center. A pull too strong to resist. That's how you'll know she is aligned. The people who mock her today will marvel tomorrow. The ones who overlook her now will search for her when it's too late. She is timeless. Type Amen to get blessing 8821. She will be misunderstood, but never mistreated without consequence. She will be underestimated, but never forgotten. Her presence will outlive every room she enters. Do not be afraid when strange things begin to happen around her. They're not strange, they're sacred. You're watching destiny unfold. There's a reason this message found you today. You're not reading this by mistake. You're connected to her future whether you see it now or not. Archangel Michael says, heaven's attention is on her. But favor will overflow onto you as you help protect her assignment. This girl has come to lead, not follow. To ignite, not copy. And to awaken, not entertain. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Type Amen to get blessing 10,000. She will look into the eyes of those around her and they will feel seen in a way they've never experienced. Not judged. Not measured. Just deeply seen. There is a calmness wrapped in her silence. An aura so gentle, yet it challenges anything not rooted in truth. Her stillness has a way of shaking what is hidden in others. Even before she speaks, people will listen. Even before she chooses, doors will open. She's not bound by the same laws that others are. Type Amen to get blessing 765. Those who try to explain her away will fail. She is not here to be explained. She is here to exist fully and unapologetically in her divine identity. She is not fragile, she is focused. Her softness is not weakness. It is wisdom wrapped in grace. She does not need to yell to be heard. She will move in ways that inspire the quiet ones, the misfits, the hidden hearts. She will be a voice for those who were silenced. A guide for those lost in the noise. Even in her youth, she will show signs. Sudden stillness while others are chaotic. Deep questions, deep thoughts, deep presence, long before her age suggests she should. Type Amen to get blessing 1551. When she walks by, even the atmosphere takes notice. Children smile differently. Elders look at her twice. And animals lean in like they're greeting an old friend. There are days coming when she'll feel misunderstood, but not alone. For though human hearts may not always grasp her, heavenly ones surround her at all times. She will walk through fire and not be burned. Through storms and not be drowned. Through judgment and not be shaken. You may notice electronic devices around her behave strangely. Lights flicker. Clocks pause. That's not random. It's spiritual sensitivity at work. She will sense danger before it arrives. She'll feel emotions not her own. And her dreams will carry messages too important to ignore. Type Amen to get blessing 2088. There are people already being drawn to her energy. Not because she calls them, but because their soul recognizes what she carries. She is magnetic, not manipulative. Archangel Michael says, she is one of the protected. If harm even thinks of reaching her, divine intervention will answer swiftly. She is here to awaken dormant gifts in others. Just by being herself, she activates purpose in people. Those who walk with her will begin to remember why they were born. She is both mirror and window, reflecting truth and opening pathways. Her voice will not always be loud, but it will always be true. She does not need to compete. She is the frequency others seek. That's why even her presence in silence is enough to shift entire rooms. Type Amen to get blessing 6002. Those who try to steal from her spiritually will feel drained. Those who lie to her will be exposed. And those who love her authentically will rise with her. Her spirit does not forget who she is. Even when her mind is unsure, her soul remains anchored in light. This is the divine blueprint in motion. Her light may attract moths, but it also summons eagles. That is why discernment will be one of her strongest gifts, and solitude one of her greatest tools. When she starts to speak in phrases beyond her age, take note. When she begins to say things she shouldn't know, do not correct, listen. You are watching a message unfold in the form of a child. Not just any child, but heaven's whisper made flesh. Type Amen to get blessing 4171. She may cry more than others, not from weakness, but because her soul is clearing energies for those around her. She is emotionally tuned to frequencies that most people can't hear. Her sleep may be deep and long, because that's when heaven feeds her visions. Her hands may twitch or move gently while she sleeps. This is her being trained in dream state. Archangel Michael says, angels are being assigned not just to her, but to those who walk beside her. Protection is expanding. You may notice that when people come to her house, they feel better afterward. That's because she's already shifting the vibration of the physical environment. From her baby clothes to the very walls of her home, light energy is being stored and multiplied. This is a sanctuary in the making. Type Amen to get blessing 9211. There will come a time when she'll be called to stand publicly. When that time comes, she will not tremble. Because heaven has already rehearsed it with her 1,000 times. You will see signs. Random feathers in unusual places. Sudden warmth in her room. A song that repeats itself constantly. These are spiritual confirmations. She will reject lies, even if they come in beautiful packaging. She will sense the heart behind a gift before accepting it. And she will refuse to be shaped by trends. The world will try to name her, but heaven already has. That name will carry the vibration of her true assignment. Her future is not built on luck, but on divine architecture. Each connection, each loss, each delay, purposeful. Type Amen to get blessing 3320. She may face illness early on, not as punishment but as purification. Heaven uses early trials to awaken her cells and recalibrate her soul. Do not fear if she appears too sensitive. That sensitivity is her spiritual radar. It will protect her and lead her into truth. She is not one of many. She is one of a kind. No one can replace her, copy her, or become her. Even the stars above were moved when she entered the world. A shift happened. The celestial order adjusted itself to make room. That's why the timing of her birth matters. It wasn't late. It wasn't early. It was prophetic. Type Amen to get blessing 1203. She will bring people together. Families long divided will find peace through her. Presence. Enemies will make peace in rooms where she smiles. She will grow, but never lose her connection to light. That's because her spirit never forgets home. You may one day witness her placing hands on others, and they cry without knowing why. That's not emotion, it's spiritual alignment occurring. She will teach without trying. Heal without touching. And love without effort. Archangel Michael says, her future is wrapped in fire and light. Nothing dark can hold her down. She was sent to rise and lift others with her. Type Amen to get blessing 7107. She's not a star meant for fame, she's a flame meant to ignite others. Her path may be narrow, but it is carved in gold. Do not try to contain her, explain her, or tame her. Just honor her. That is your only sacred duty. She will be misunderstood by the world but deeply known by heaven. That's why your job isn't to fix her, but to witness her journey. Even when she falls, she will rise higher. Even when she is silent, her energy will speak louder than thunder. And even when you think she's too young to understand, know this, her soul was born understanding. She will see beyond faces and feel beyond words. Her empathy will read unspoken grief and give comfort even when she doesn't yet understand why someone is hurting. This is not intuition, it is divine knowing. People will leave her presence lighter. They may not even realize what shifted in them, only that something dark was lifted. That is the silent ministry she was born to carry. You will notice the weather responding to her emotions. Winds will rise when she cries. The sun will beam when she laughs. These are not coincidences, they are confirmations. Archangel Michael says, she is an instrument of harmony between heaven and earth. Her life will be marked with strange signs. These signs will be blessings in disguise. Type Amen to get blessing 8812. She will one day face decisions that could change entire generations. But fear will not live in her. Because faith will be her oxygen. Even now, in her quietness, strategies are forming in her spirit. She does not dream in fragments, she dreams in destinies. Your job is not to understand everything she says or does. Your job is to protect the light within her as it grows. She is still unfolding. She carries the whispers of ancestors who never got the chance to be free. She walks in the boldness they prayed for. She is the breath of the prayers they once wept. She is not cursed by her lineage, she has come to correct it. She carries the keys to doors that were shut long before she arrived. Type Amen to get blessing 4911. There may be moments of rebellion, but don't panic. That is the fire in her bones learning how to find direction. Guide it, don't crush it. The people who dismiss her now will one day need her wisdom. Those who ignore her now will one day ask for her name. She doesn't carry ordinary blood. She carries encoded purpose. That's why even strangers stare too long or speak soft around her. There will be moments you'll feel like she's speaking to something beyond you. That's because she is. She is often in conversation with the unseen realm. You'll know when her angels are near. The air around her will shift. Your spirit will feel it even before your mind catches up. Type Amen to get blessing 6614. Sometimes she'll say, I saw something, or I feel something strange. Don't dismiss it. Don't silence it. That's her gift opening early. Even in rooms of chaos, she will remain centered. She was built for spiritual warfare, even if her body is small. She is not a weapon, but she is a force. She's not here to destroy, she's here to realign. And when things fall apart in her life, it's only making room for something greater. Archangel Michael says, you were given access to this child not by luck, but by assignment. Your protection over her is part of your own redemption. If you care for her with purity, your own lineage will shift. Heaven blesses those who bless what it sends. Type Amen to get blessing 10017. You may notice she sometimes talks to no one. That's because she's not talking to no one, she's speaking to the realm that always listens. She may stare at ceilings, corners, windows. Not out of boredom. But because she's watching the invisible move. She will weep for people she doesn't know. She will pray for animals. She will feel pain that didn't begin with her, and still choose to love deeply. People will ask how she's so mature. They won't know she was trained in the stars. That her teachers weren't on earth, but in light. She won't brag. But everything about her will glow. Even her silence will speak volumes. Type Amen to get blessing 7777. The colors she likes. The songs she repeats. The shapes she draws. Don't ignore them. They are clues about her spiritual language. She will not fear death because she has seen beyond it in dreams. She knows too much for someone so young. And that's because her soul is older than the year she was born. She will have moments of isolation, not as punishment, but as preparation. Heaven isolates those it is preparing to elevate. Some people won't stay in her life. Don't force it. Their purpose was only to help build the stage, not to walk it with her. Her glow will irritate insecure spirits. But her silence will disarm even her enemies. Type Amen to get blessing 3051. She may lose things early, friends, places, even opportunities. Don't see it as failure. It's sacred subtraction before divine addition. There's a crown waiting for her. Not of gold, but of glory. One that can't be taken by man or system. She will raise her voice when injustice appears. She will call things out long before others dare to speak. That's the fire of truth in her tongue. Even her mistakes will carry mercy. Her falls will carry lessons. And her scars will carry revelation. Archangel Michael says, she is watched, loved, covered, and dangerous to darkness. Type Amen to get blessing 9622. She was born to complete what others abandoned. She will run into ruins and bring out treasure. Her bravery is written in her bones. Even nature will respond to her moods. Trees will sway differently around her. Birds will gather near her. And flowers will bloom earlier in her path. She's not meant to be normal. She is meant to disturb comfort zones and awaken sleeping giants. Let her write. Let her sing. Let her dance. Let her cry. Every expression she gives carries frequency. She will carry loss, but never defeat. She will experience pain, but always transform it into power. Type Amen to get blessing 3145. The heavens are already recording her legacy. Each act of kindness. Each word of compassion. Each moment she chooses love over fear. And you, yes, you, were chosen to witness it. Chosen to be part of the unfolding glory around her. The next time you see her sleeping, watch closely. Her breath glows. Her skin hums. She is receiving blueprints even in her dreams. Her footsteps are being watched by the holy. Her shadow is followed by guardians. Her voice is echoed in heaven's throne. She is not just a child. She is the prophecy wrapped in skin. The promise answered by a cry. The stormbreaker born into stillness. Type Amen to get blessing 8888. You may not fully understand her now. But trust, time will reveal what heaven already knows. You are in the presence of something divine. And that changes everything. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20.